In this video, I am going to rationalize the denominator of this given radical expression. To rationalize the denominator, all we need to do is look at the denominator and find the conjugate of it. So conjugate is 2 minus square root of 3. The conjugate of it is going to be 2 plus square root of 3. Basically, whatever the sign is in front of the radical, you change it to the opposite sign. So if it's minus, you make it plus. If it's plus, you make it minus. So if I give you negative 3 plus square root of 3, the conjugate of this is going to be negative 3. This one is not going to change. The sign in front of the radical is going to change. It's going to be, since this is plus, I'm going to make it minus. So now my strategy is going to be to multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. So this is the given problem. I'm going to multiply and divide it by the conjugate of the denominator. Now, if we use distributive property and simplify it, it's going to come out to be very nice and simple. Let's simplify the denominator first. 2 times 2 is 4. Then 2 times square root of 3 is 2 square root of 3. Let me just use some sort of mapping here. 2 times 2 is 4, and then 2 times square root of 3 is 2 square root of 3. Then negative square root of 3 times 2 is negative 2 square root of 3. And then negative square root of 3 times positive square root of 3 is going to be negative square root of 9. Because square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9, and plus and minus multiplied is going to give me minus. And in the numerator is going to be 3 times 2 is 6. Then 3 times square root of 3 is obviously 3 times square root of 3. Then square root of 5 times 2 is 2 square root of 5. Then square root of 5 times 3 is square root of 15. It cannot be simplified further. Now in the denominator, please note that this negative and positive are going to cancel out. That's going to give me 4 minus square root of 9 is 3. And in the numerator, I have nothing to simplify. So it's going to be just 6 plus 3 square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 5 plus square root of 15. And in the denominator, by the way, 4 minus 3 is 1, so I don't need to write the answer 1 in the denominator. So it's going to be 6 plus 3 square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 5 plus square root of 15. And that should be your answer. The objective here is to get rid of the radical value in the denominator, and we did. Even though that numerator doesn't look very pretty, but still acceptable. That's fine. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.